Thank you for joining us and welcome to the first episode of our Bonfoy property that is in central Colorado Springs. Well, we're going to start in the living room today, and if you recall, there are three things that we're focusing on in this property. First of all, it is a smaller cottage, so we're going to help it make and live larger. Second of all, it is so cute with all the details, and we are going to bring those out in the staging. And third, we're going to take advantage of the great outdoor spaces in this property. So let's start out first of all talking about how we're going to make this room, the living room, look larger. As you look around the living room, it is a fairly small space, and when you walk in the front door, it sort of dumps you into the living room, and that is very common with houses that are this age and this size. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to create a little bit of a space for them to feel like they have an entryway, even though they don't have an entryway. Second of all, we are going to arrange furniture in a way that helps it live large. And one of the things we're going to do is bring in scaled furniture. So you're not going to see big pieces of furniture in here. You're going to see smaller scaled furniture, and we're going to arrange it in a way that really maximizes space and emotionally appeals to the buyer. And you know that I like to use a lot of angles with my arranging of furniture. And if you notice here too, we've got this beautiful slate fireplace. Do you know this homeowner is, this is the second project that Greg and I have done with her, and she is so good at putting cute touches that really maximize and bring out the personality of the home. So we are going to really bring out this slate, and we're going to make sure that this fireplace is a huge focal point for somebody walking in this room. There's three things that I focused on in this room. Number one, it is a small room, so we need to make it feel as large as possible and help it live as large as possible. Second, there's no closet at the entryway. There's really no entryway, and so to prevent someone from feeling like they're just thrown into the room, we had to do some things to kind of create a landing space for them. And then third, it is such a cute house. I mean, anything from the coffered ceilings, wait till you see the fireplace, it's gorgeous, the arches. So we needed to play up the charm of the house as well. So how did we achieve those things? Well, first of all, let's talk about spaciousness. The way that we arrange furniture has to be in a way that looks functional, creating a conversation area, but yet help people feel like it's actually spacious and open. So I did that through angling the couch. It's always a good thing to try to angle furniture if you can, because it's been shown that it's emotionally pleasing to the people that walk in or people that view it. Scaled furniture, if you see like these chairs, they're not very tall. They're actually, you know, like the height are actually a little shorter than the couch, so you can see over them and not feel that it's coming at you. And then to create the conversation area on this side of the entryway, leaving a space so when people walked in, they could freely walk into the kitchen without having to trip over or go around furniture. The other thing that I did to make it look as spacious as possible is I switched out solid curtains that were here, and I replaced them with airy shears. Now, part of that is this neighborhood has actually mature trees, which is awesome in Colorado to have mature trees. So you can sort of see, like if the windows were open, it would create sort of a billowy, free-flowing, it's just like, oh, fresh air, cottony feel. And so those are the things that we did to ensure that it looked livable, but yet stayed nice and airy and roomy. Okay, the next thing was the entryway. So there's a lot of things that you can do to help create the feeling of people feeling like they have a space to land. Because what happens, if you throw them into a room, people don't feel settled. They kind of need a place to like, okay, I'm here, I'm in the entryway, and I'm going to get comfortable, and then I'm going to come into the home. We welcome them into the home. So obviously there's no space for an entry closet here, but what I did is I did put a rug on the floor right at the entry, which subconsciously tells people like, okay, this is where I'm going to stand as I enter this house. And then there is coat hooks beside the door. Whether you use them or not, it still helps people to see, and again, they're not super conscious of it, but they're able to see and absorb that there is a place to hang their purse and hang their coat when they come into the home. And then the third thing, just how do you take advantage of showing off all these really cool features of the house? I mean, including the original floors. And so I really did that mostly through color. If you look at the coffered ceiling and you look at the floors, which are the original floors, then you look at the fireplace, we needed to have some sort of a continuance of color that would stream all of this together. And obviously, no surprise, I chose a tone of red, and this is actually Merlot. And it just gives it an edgy look. I'm able to bring in fruit, which I love to do. Notice they're not bright, shiny apples. They're natural looking apples. Splashes of red throughout the couch, the flowers, and then over even into the picture. And then on this side, we've got the candles with the slate that's got red tones, and we've got the red in the picture as well. And so when you walk in, red is super pleasing, meaning it actually raises people's heart rate, which is a great thing because it causes them to feel emotion when they walk into a house. And we carry that into the dining area as well with the colors and the tulips. So that's what we did. We went for how to make the space look larger. We went for how to create a landing or a place for people to feel like there's an entryway, and we made the most of the awesome, unique features of this home.